Hey, we are live. Come and find me. Right. Oh my god, this is our second last night of Kick-Ass Mindset Academy, the first ever one. Kick-Ass Mindset Academy, Money Mindset. So I'll wait until I see you before I get going. Let me close some of these windows down. And I do need to do a little screen share shortly, so close. Am I seeing you? Yes, I am seeing you. Is everybody fine? Oof, can you believe it's Thursday already? Okay. Let's see you. Hey. Jump in and say hiya. Let me see your comments. Right, second last night. So basically what we do tonight is, I'm going to recap practically the full month, just very briefly, because tomorrow night is your graduation. You actually get a graduation certificate. And I like to do that because I like a start and an end point where it's an academy. You've been actually learning something. So when you go, tomorrow night you'll get an email from us, and in that email will be a link to get your certificate. And once you get your certificate, I'm going to show you how you can actually. So let me rewind a little bit. One of the things that I done when I started my business, which is really useful for a lot of you perhaps, is I started an influencer scheme. So basically you can right now, you can actually become an influencer with me, my brand. If you are actively wanting to promote anything that I do, you have your own influencer link. Now, if you can't find that, all you need to do is go into the login, put your email address and password in there, and there will be, you'll be able to get your influencer link inside your login. But if you're struggling with that, please do not worry, because we've got a video on it, and Mary and Wendy can help you out with that. So all you need to do is message us, support@shelleybooth.co.uk. I'll put a little message in this thread actually. Better though if you email us. So support@shelleybooth.co.uk. Just say, look, looking for an influencer link. I've tried the login, can't find it, or whatever, and we'll help you out with that. So whenever you share your link, you get a financial kickback. You get a financial reward for that. And it's really easy to do when you've got a network of people that are in awe of what you do. Say you've been on Money Mindset and you've learned loads of stuff and it helps you take your business to a new level, or helps you start a business, or get you into a different frame of mind completely, and it's been really useful for you. You could share a little snippet of your story on your social media, and you could put your link at the bottom. And whenever somebody reads your story, because it's personal to you, they won't read it if there's nothing there. You have to put something personal, something that has been beneficial that you've found as part of the program, for example. You put your own influencer link at the bottom, people click it, and if they book onto any of the programs using your link, you get a financial kickback, which is amazing. It's a side hustle right there, right? Why wouldn't you do that? And if you've got a network of people who are either following you on social media, or maybe you go to business meetings or networking meetings, whatever it is you do, if you are convincing enough with your messaging and what it's done for you, then who knows? You might get 10 people coming on to another program with me. That could mean for you 300 quid. It really is a no-brainer. It's a side hustle. And I believe side hustles are so important, because if you're anything like my mum never had any money. And so to create something on the back of good work that you're doing, good work that I'm doing, and you pay it forward with your words, what's not to love about that? That's there for you. And I genuinely believe in abundance for everybody. And if you want to work at something and you want to be proactive enough to get off your arse and do it and promote it and show up for it and commit to it, then reap the rewards. You must. You absolutely must. I believe. So, good evening. on the online, sorry Mary, that's a great point. So on your online course content, so go onto my website and there's a video inside that to show you how to get your influencer link. Dead easy. Okay. I'm actually going to show you right now, if I can screen share, tell me, I'm going to jump back to this. I'm going to share my screen with you, my Instagram, and I'm going to show you how you can share your your certificate on your Instagram story with your own link. So I'm just going to pull up a link and it's going to be to my website, right? So here we go. From the Kick-Ass Mindset Academy, I'm going to copy and paste that link and get ready to share it on my Instagram. So I'll jump back and it'll tell me if you could see my screen. Okay, so I'm going to screen mirror. Okay. Already to share my screen. MacBook Pro. Right, tell me if you could see it saying screen mirroring. I'm going to jump back and you could tell me, because I don't want to go any further unless you could see it. I'm looking for your comments to say yes, I can see it. You can't see it now, but did you see it before? We can see your screen. Fantastic. Yeah, but the screen share, yeah? I know you can see this screen, but the screen share, can you see that? Yes, brilliant. Okay, amazing. Right, I'll share my screen again. Here we go. Right, this is how you share to your Instagram story, okay? So here we go. Get into my Instagram. Oh, right. Right, so I'm going to press and hold my story to the top left. See where you want to press and hold your story. And inside that story, I want to, this is just an example, you could share your certificate. A picture of your certificate, right? That's, in fact, let's go this one where there's no link on it. So any picture, you can blow it up, you can twist it, you can do whatever you want with it, right? This is just as an example. Now, to get my own link on there, if I was you, all I need to do is go up to the little square with a smiley face at the top and put link. Can you see it? Right here. There. So click link. I've copy and pasted it, so I just went to my, what do you call it? My website. I went to Kick-Ass Mindset and I copy and pasted that link. And you can customize it. So you can put I done this, you'll love it, or something like that. Nope. Oh, Mary, you're not seeing it. Ah, damn it. Shit. Okay. Right. Thanks, Mary. Ta-ra. Best laid plan. Oh, there's Mary. Oh. Best laid plans, eh? Sorry about that. You couldn't see it. Basically, you can go to your Instagram story, and when you press and hold your story, you could put any picture on there, but the smiley face with the square at the top lets you add a link onto your picture. So you can add your own unique URL link to any picture on your Instagram story or your Facebook story. And when people click that link, and if they buy something, Shelley with product, you'll get a kickback based on your link. And I don't know why, if you believe in what it is I do, you wouldn't want to do that, because it could be a wee side hustle that you don't even need to pay attention to. You're just going to your conversions. You could see, oh, 10 people have joined because of me. If they're not an existing client, you get cash back on that. And it's a great way actually to start and build a business. So bear that in mind. Remember, the whole purpose of me doing this with you is to give you a jump start or a head start. If you're thinking about something, if you're starting, maybe you've already got a business, to give you new ideas, fresh ideas, maybe challenge you, maybe bring something to your table that you've never thought about before. So really, I've shared a lot of my stuff to try and help you get ahead, and I hope it has, and I think I can see that it has. But yeah, it's just getting you to think outside the box. We get so used to being so tunnel visioned that when you hear something different, you think, I never thought about that actually. So that's that. Not Instagram, right? Okay. Wonder how I'd done that. Hey. Screen mirror. Nah, I'm not even going to try it. So that's it. You'll get your certificate tomorrow. Anyway, let's recap on the whole month. What an incredible month. I hope you understand and appreciate, everybody, that sharing stuff that's really close to, one, your business, and two, what you've done and the pitfalls and the lessons that you've learned is a really given thing to do. So to put myself out to actually share stuff with you, you hope that it's in a really positive space, because hearing about money and talking about, number of clients perhaps, and what you could do and what you potentially should do, and what I've done, is really putting myself in a vulnerable situation and position. And I asked you a question on, I think it was Sunday night. What would you ever do if, say, you were building a business and your gut tells you everything? Sometimes you get a gut feeling about a thing, a situation, maybe even a person or a thing that's happened, and it's like you're rowing your boat and someone's in your boat rowing in the opposite direction, and it sends you into a bit of a spin. Intentionally, perhaps. Sometimes not. Sometimes, what do you do in that situation? Well, for me, and this is a really important aspect of business, I find, particularly in a service business, where people automatically think that because they pay you, you need to work for them, regardless of what they've got to say about you, feel about you, think about you, or anything associated with you, even if it's not positive. They think because they can pay you, you will work for me. And you'll come up against this as well, so it's an important conversation to have. Please remember that as a business owner and someone who's self-employed, you do not need to work for anybody. If there's a misalignment, if there's a disagreement, if there's just a breakdown, if there's something that doesn't sit right with you, you could say no, and that's boundaries. That's setting your own boundaries. If you're creating an ethos and they are going against it, or there's a situation that doesn't quite work with your ethos, you could say no at any point. And Michael, I think it was yourself, Michael said that would be weird if that was to happen. If someone's, or a situation or a person is, or people, multiple people are in your business buying into what you do, but on the sidelines diminishing what you do. Michael, as far as I'm concerned, quite rightly said, has to go. Creating an ethos, especially a community ethos, very, very difficult, isn't it? Or is it? Is it just a simple case of we don't fit, so we're going to have to part company? Or I can't buy into your ethos, you can't buy into mine, we have to separate company. Maybe that the contract that you've fulfilled, things change in an organisation or a company or a culture that you just don't fit with anymore. And it's a really brave thing, I suppose, to do, to say, look, no, I don't want your money anymore because we don't fit. But I want to reassure you that that's a really positive thing to do for your business and you. If you've weighed up all the different scenarios and aspects of what it means for you, and it doesn't fit, you could say no to people, places and things. Bear that in mind. Sometimes A bad apple causes the whole fruit bowl to rot. Sometimes the wrong decision based on what you thought it was going to be ruins everything. But you have the autonomy as a business owner to decide what's right for you. And that's okay. That's totally okay. As long as you're not doing anything you shouldn't be, you make the call on what your next right move is. And do not anybody let you detract from that. That would be my advice. Working with the public, working in a service industry where you're providing something for people, you're open to anybody and everything. And situations could change at the drop of a hat. People could change. Opinions could go against you. You could talk about money and all of a sudden you can get a barrage of shit. But you're only trying to actually instigate and help people. It's really quite frightening what could happen. So you have to keep your eye on where it is you're going, what it is you're doing, but all of the time be really, really close to why you do what you do. And if you come back to that every time, why do I do what I do? For me, it's to create a positive ethos. People supporting what, it used to be women supporting women. People, because there's guys on here too, people building people up. And when that doesn't happen, that has to stop. For me, you might be in the service industry. You're maybe wanting to start a business with people. So these are really important conversations to have. Many times I have said no because there's been a misalignment. People will not like that. That's okay. That's completely fine. You need to be completely confident in your own ability to set your boundary. And initially, that's a really hard thing to do, particularly when you want to start a business, somebody's saying, there's my money, there's my money, there's my money. Sometimes you need to go, no. Because in the bigger scheme of things, in the grander scheme of things, that's not going to work. And in fact, that would go against what I'm trying to achieve. So no thank you. Wish them well, wish them all the best. And it's no thank you. For me anyway, that's my advice to you. Okay. Recap, week 1 was all about recognising the computer system that you're running, the operating system that you're running. The Robert Kiyosaki video. Have you allowed others to influence you and keep you stuck? Some people will want to keep you stuck. Some people will think that you making money is a really bad thing. How dare you make money? How dare you have a side hustle? You bastard. How dare you think of a great idea that could help people? That's shocking, that. That'll be some people's attitudes. Set your boundary. Set it and stick to it. What's your thing? What could you package up? What could you sell? What sort of service and significance, and what can you help people with? Because at the end of the day, it's all about helping people. You're providing a service to help people. What could that be? Because you've got a set of skills that nobody else has got. You've got a personality that nobody else has got. You've got your own fingerprint, for God's sake. You've got loads of things that are just unique to you. What could you package up to bring to the world that could be unique to you that people need? What was that thing? Week 2 was all about what you actually want your life to be. What is it you want? What do you see in your mind's eye? What is it you think, I would love a life like that? What is it? And then we bridged the gap between where are you now to feel that. And I took you back to my past. And we've talked about how to get from here to here. I asked you to maybe buddy up with each other. I've seen some really amazing comments and some really supportive comments of you helping each other. Buddying up and speaking it. So not just thinking it, but writing it down, speaking it, sharing it. Your idea, that is really, really beneficial. And you have to do that at some point. If you want this to actually work, whatever this is, then you have to share it. You have to get it out into the world. And you have to find, if possible, find a mentor. Find a coach. Find somebody that could coach you through the steps for success, whatever success means for you. Might not be money, it might just be a something. I don't know what that is. Only you'll know. I asked you to focus on 3 health goals also. 3 goals. One of them was health, personal goals and financial goals, and break that down. What does it look like? What does it feel like? And actually, I asked you to live like you're living this abundant life and let your reality catch up. And I love that. I do that. Everything that I've taken you through this last 4 weeks, I do. It is what I do. It's how I live. It's everything that I've shared with you is just me. And that might not be right for you. You've maybe been on Mindset Mastery this month and you might think, that's not going to work. That's okay. That's totally fine. It doesn't have to work for you. It's just what I've done. I'm not saying it's right and I'm not saying it's wrong. Okay, fine. All of your notes and all of your worksheets are in the online login. Please use them. Print them off, scribble them down, and make a little file of it. Make a little file of this month and make it your working document. So work through it. It's stuff that's worked for me and can work for you as well. I promise you that. But you have to, 1, take action. 2, be brave. 3, show up and commit your time to it. So if you've got a full-time job, that's sometimes absolutely necessary. I get it. But you have to make time for this also if it's going to ever work, or else you'll just talk about it forever. I'm just reading some of your comments. For clients, not every pound is a good pound. Absolutely right. And I mean, I can go into a few different instances that I've had when there's been that misalignment, and you realise that in time, because some people, unfortunately, could diminish what it is that you're doing and the great work that you're doing. And as a business trying to get started, Michael, you're bang on. That's not always a good thing. So if you're creating a community, you're here to keep them safe, to keep them nurtured and positive. You strive to do that. It's not always going to be the case, is it? That's life. That's just life. Anyway, listen. I want to give you the benefit of my experience up to this point. And a couple of things I'll say is, nobody's going to do this shit for you. Nobody's going to start a business or a side hustle or open up your mind for you. You have to do it yourself. The second thing is, without taking the steps or taking the action to actually start something, it's never going to start. Never. So you need to do something. I would say even tomorrow. If you could do something tonight, do it tonight. But it has to be tomorrow. Not next week, not next month. It'll never happen. And 3 is, get really hungry for the life that you want. If you're living a life that you don't want, get really hungry to change it. And that can only go back to sitting with your feelings right now on how you actually do feel right now. What is it? What is it you want? What is it you want to create? But actually, do you? Or are you just full of hot air? Are you just going to talk like this forever? And what other thing would be to find a coach? Genuinely find a coach. It might not be me. It might be somebody else. Find someone who could actually get on your level, see where you're at and see the landscape of it and say, look, this is what I think you should do. And I'm going to coach you through it. Actively do that. Now, if there's any single person on here, there's quite a few of you booked one-to-ones with me already. If you want a one-to-one with me to see if we fit and there is alignment there and I can actually help you, then you need to, Mary, if you share my Calendly link there, that would be amazing. Or I'll do it after this. Jump on a call with me, a Zoom call. No pressure, no judgments, even if it's obviously only if you're serious. But even if it's not going to work, I'll just tell you that. I can't help you with that, but maybe this person can, or maybe that person can. But if I genuinely think I can help you, I absolutely will, and I'll tell you that. But finding a coach or a mentor is really important, actually, because it's a crazy mental world out there, and you need someone who has genuinely got your back. You could pick up the phone to say, look, this has happened, or I've got this meeting coming up, or I've got this contract I'm putting together. Can you help me? What can you do? That relationship, for me, I never had that. But now that I've bought into different people, I paid a lot of money for it. If you can find that, then it's worth its weight in gold, and you can actually jump way ahead much, much quicker if you get the help that you need. And you're willing to take action, of course, if you're willing to do the work. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Tomorrow night is just like a summing up and a finale, if you like. But it's been a pleasure working with you. I have been totally stripped back and completely vulnerable to who it is I am and what it is that I do. And I hope you fully appreciate that. I'm sure you do. And I hope that you do. But whatever your future decisions are, I hope you keep me on your shoulder. And this stuff might be right for you. It might not be. But I'm sure you've learned something along the way. And I hope I've been able to help you to some degree. Whatever it is that you do, I wish you the best of luck. Every single one of you. Go for it. You've only got 10, 20, 30 years. However many years you've got left. You need to smash the shit out of it. You need to be happy. You need to feel fulfilled. You need to feel satisfied. You need to feel joy and excitement. All the good stuff is out there waiting on you. If you're bold and brave enough to go after it. It really is. Now you must. I believe you must. So, I'll see you tomorrow night 7. I'm not going away. I'll see you tomorrow night 7. But from me to you, from my heart, it's full for you. It really is. I want you to go and chase your dreams and chase your goals, and I want you to achieve them. That's not just bullshit, by the way. I want you to achieve them. Go for it. I'll see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Okay? Don't miss it, everybody. See you later. Ta-ta.